Amazon released a new feature under the brand analytics section where you can actually view your customer journey on ASIN level and understand which of your ASINs are truly actually driving growth for your products. My name is Noah Wickham. I'm VP of Sales and Marketing here at My Amazon Guy, and let's look at this. So essentially, you can be looking at any of the ASINs in your catalog at any point in time. You can look at them on the normal that you could for any type of brand analytics. But the cool thing about this is that you actually get to see the customers, new customers, and existing customers. This is really, really important because this is going to let you understand your new customer rate as well as start to actually calculate the customer lifetime value that you've been having. So it's one of those really, really big areas that Amazon sellers historically just don't get a lot of data around specific products and what the customer lifetime value or even the customer acquisition cost is for any of those products. And so with this, though, we're going to be able to essentially take this data out. We can see that we have gotten 27 total customers, we have 17 new customers, and 10 existing customers. So, a couple aspects there. One, we start to be able to see how much our customer lifetime value is on average. Secondarily, we can take this total customers count and we can then see, okay, so if we have 27 new customers last week and we spent $500 on advertising, then we can generally assume their customer acquisition cost for new customers. We can divide our total amount of spend by this total customers as well as by our new customers to understand what our new customer acquisition cost is. So I think this is a really, really cool and useful tool that is going to allow you to get really, really granular in how it is that you're actually looking at a lot of this. Now, secondary area that we can actually see here is how customers are interacting. So our specific ASIN performance for awareness. We can also look at the consideration chart as well, where any drop-offs might happen within that as well, and where we should typically be seeing our conversion rates. So this is one of those really interesting parts where understanding exactly how it is that customers are searching for your product, finding your product is going to be super important in the future for every single brand. Here you can see the search channel performance. So this one actually will show us where it is we are showing up for specific types of keywords. So you can see our top keywords for the product over here. Secondarily to that, you can actually see the search impression conversion rate. It's all they have right now is those two under the ASIN search trends. So I'm sure they'll add some things here along or in the future. But for right now, you can actually see that for some of these over a course of a week, we don't get much as far as our search impression goes, but our conversion rate is really, really high. And especially seeing that alongside some of these metrics, such as new customers, is really impactful for the average brand to understand how exactly, especially for a newer product or just any product that you are trying to grow incremental sales on in general, how it is you're actually getting those sales and where they're actually searching for them at the end of the day as well. The only thing that I haven't seen within this so far is this demographics. I haven't seen a single product that has it. Again, Amazon's a little iffy on actually giving good demographics data at the end of the day. But as always, with anything that is brand tailored, you can actually see increased traffic, conversion, listings, so on and so forth, where they will give you different types of promotions within here to essentially try and do exactly what it is that you're trying to do. So I think this is really, really useful data for the average seller just from the aspect that it allows you to now essentially understand the entire journey of your customers, both on your business level, but also on a product level. Never before outside of just sales volume and, the ICAP funnel have we been able to actually understand from a product specific level how it is that a top performer is staying a top performer comparatively to our other, variations or just products in general that just aren't up to snuff comparatively. So I think this is going to be super, super useful for the average person just to be able to see all of the total customers, understand your customer acquisition cost, your customer lifetime value, and understanding your new to brand purchase rate, which I think that's going to be the most impactful for the average person to see here, just from the aspect of understanding how often is it that you're actually getting new customers through the door comparatively to just, recycling all of your old customers, especially for consumable type businesses and products out there. So super cool new feature overall. I would definitely encourage every single person to dive into it at the end of the day and understand where it is they could be improving performance. Great one that I actually just noticed as I'm looking at this as well is this idea of like the add to cart down here, where it shows we actually get a number now for how many people added the product to their cart in the entire week. And so that number is nearly double of our total customers number in general as well, where our purchase rate is only about 10%. So I think that's one of the really, really useful cases in general for any product like this. So super cool new information. I love when Amazon gives us some new data to be able to look at and be able to optimize our listings for.